Questions and answers in October. We have a place in our house where we can express gratitude. You can sit and hear nothing but the sound of life. The birds, the trees, and their leaves stirred by the wind. I wonder if faith can be associated to a sound. And immediately, this is what I imagine. I wonder if there's music at the place where we came. I am connected with my essence as I let time take control, because we are in those days when the soul gets sad. But it is not depression. It's anguish combined with many colored feelings. My soul was in the same peaceful state in 2013 before 5:30 in the afternoon of October the 1st. There was music played by the purest musician in the world, my son Agustin. There were flavors, peach, ham, and small pieces of biscuits. There was absolute love, untainted. There was tenderness, and there were caresses and gazes that didn't need a reason. Life is incomprehensible in many respects, and although we seek explanations in the books with the greatest wisdom, the answers take an eternity to appear. But what is eternity if we can't measure the amount of time here? Where eternity exists, one day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like one day. Then waiting doesn't exist anymore, and the answers are no longer expected. I was born in a family where faith was a cornerstone of our lives. I was taught to feel our Father, to talk to Him, and listen to Him. In our faith, there is no baptism for the newly born. That's why I was baptized when I was 14 years old on March 31st, 1990. My children, Abril and Ezequiel, decided to share our faith in October. Abril was 6 years old when she asked me to help her make a little prayer to heaven so that together we could tell God that she believed in Jesus and that she wanted Him to live in her heart forever. We were coming back home from school when she asked me that. I didn't hesitate for a second to grab my phone and record what we were talking about. I felt that moment had to be saved with her little voice, her witty remarks, and her ideas. I wanted to freeze the moment and leave it untouched by time. We arrived home, and when we went to sleep, she asked me to make that little prayer to heaven with her so that Jesus would come to live in her heart. The prayer started at 11:58 p.m. on October 1st, 2012, and lasted 4 minutes. Neither of us imagined that exactly a year later, her little brother Agustin, who was 615 years old, would die and go before us, also on October 1st. Neither did we imagine that Ezequiel, a year after his little brother had departed in October, would make the same request as his sister, and that we would make the same prayer together. In October, my father was born, and in my country, we celebrate Mother's Day. We could fully understand the impact this month has had in our lives when we celebrated our anniversary with my wife Guadalupe, to whom I joined on October 28, 2001. October has been engraved in our lives very strongly. It's a very meaningful month for our family. Several minutes have passed and I'm still writing, as I find an outlet for the feelings that led me to write today. It is perhaps the place where I'm sitting, the smell of wet soil, a moment set to music by the constant playing of nature's instruments as the birds create harmonies that are written in trees, turn into staves. My heart keeps beating, and it is the perfect tempo for this tune. I'm not a poet, I'm not a philosopher, I'm not a musician, but I would really love to be all that. I am a father, I am a husband, I am a son and a brother. Thank God I can live another day. I can love, I can cry and smile. I can also tell how I survived pain. I'm definitely not its author, not its owner. There are 100,000 human beings who feel the same. It is my heart's desire that those 100,000 people find peace and understanding. On May 17, 2017 at 9 p.m., I felt the urge to think about the name of a book I had started writing without noticing in October 2013. The path had been drawn with every word I was able to write. Even without knowing why or for what, I keep on living when I thought that my life was coming to an end at the age of 37. Will I live for 90 years? Will I be able to see my children become parents? I don't know. Today I'm only certain about this. I will be with Agustin again. God will give me a second chance. He knows my heart and how much I long for that. I've understood something at the end of this short text where I open my heart once again. Happiness can be tinged with short moments of sadness and anguish, because just as success needs failure to become stronger, a happy human being needs to feel anguish so that happiness is nurtured, tempered, and made indestructible. Weed seeds may die to become flower, or die and born again to become a new plant that keeps giving life. That's why I choose to live.